Just eat chicken and rice, chicken and rice. Time is not just for that.
Boiled chicken and rice, I'm telling you, don't eat boiled chicken and rice. Eat chicken biryani every day.
Yeah,
Diet
this is India. We still have rights here. It's not like America. This is about me. They hate me.
Mommy issues will always go back to the most conservatives. It's like men's apologies these days.
Exactly.
Right?
It's like,
I apologized.
hence, you are the problem now.
Yeah, oh my god, I'll just put blue color on my
Yeah,
eyes
exactly.
too.
You're like,
Do I need a blue screen?
I'm scared to tell people, but I get confused between Jeffrey Epstein and Anthony Bourdain sometimes. If you want to date a person who's somehow intelligent but is literally operating like the dumbest person on the planet, I'd date myself.
तुमको मोटा नहीं बनने का है ये लो तुमको खाला नहीं रहने का है ये लो तुमको ये नहीं करने का है ये लो
Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Chronically Online featuring Kirat and he has no name. This fag has no name.
obviously okay so obviously like every good friend should I put her through watching an amazing film called The Substance.
This has to be prefaced with the knowledge that I actually had a rule that I will not watch horror films because they're too scary. And this year I've already seen like 4.
Yeah.
Thanks to this loser.
Loser.
Sorry, his taste in movies is really good. But
I mean, see, I'll be called a loser 17 different times if I can just look at her scream at a CG.
much like when I saw Street 2, the first time I saw, this is the second time I saw The Substance. The first time we saw it, I didn't see any of the transforming scenes.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of the scary scenes. I'm like, there are 2 actresses. Demi Moore is also there. Margaret Qualley is also there.
One is pink, one is orange.
One is pink, one is orange.
See,
and they like to hang out in the white bathroom a lot.
How much can you really see when you look at a film like this? It did not help that we had to break it down in 2 different days and watch it.
This is the first time.
Yeah, the first time.
The first time. The second time, everybody was braver. I had my big girl pants on.
Yeah.
I was like, doesn't matter what happens. I am watching it. And thank God. So, welcome to our spoiler-filled, deep analysis, overthinking, chronically
Kirat's
online.
directorial thesis.
Kirat's directorial thesis. I will be questioning every aspect. Every aspect of the nation wants to know. Let's talk about The Substance.
And obviously, like we definitely have to mention Miss Coral. Like,
Her name is Coralie Farja.
I'm going to call her Coral.
Okay.
It's not like she's going to watch our podcast.
Oh,
I mean,
hope
it'll be
she's-
fun if she do though.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being a French woman and going to the Hollywood people and saying, I am going to make fun of you people, and then getting $70 million for that. Millionaire.
17, not
70?
70.
I thought it was 70.
Think? What is it? So,
Okay.
This is I'm setting the scene for you guys. Akaundi is setting up our set,
Yeah.
and I'm like, did you know the budget of this movie was only $17 million? He's like, that's not so less. I'm like, it's only 17. It's only
My
17.
mind was like
And it
70, and I'm like, इन लोगों को bathroom में movie बनाएगा इतना पैसा काहे को लगा? 70. I am literally thinking 70 because the other
Can
one.
you imagine in 17? I'm sorry, but like we're really gonna jump into like forget about the movie for a second and think about the fact that you can afford 2 big actresses, Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley, and give them the equivalent of what? ₹2.50. What have you given them?
I have.
To act their
Oh
butt
God.
off. How
Yeah.
does one pay a director, 2 actresses, a bunch of side characters,
A studio.
and a studio, technicians, prosthetics? We saw the making.
Yeah.
There's like hundreds of liters of blood to
Hundreds
shoot.
of liters of blood. Itne prosthetics, probably, I don't know who was it Demi Moore who put on all that?
She did put on.
In the climax.
And they also had a stunt double put on some stuff.
Yeah, because Demi Moore would have become that if she put on itna kilo ka prosthetics.
She would have actually become one.
She
in
would have
real
fallen
life.
down, like-
The prosthetics would have actually compressed her into a little substance of her own.
See, imagine if it would have worked that I mean, spoilers. What spoilers? The movie came out, we got disappointed because of the Oscars. Everything happened. It's
Everything
old
has
news.
already, everything has happened. It's
Like
old
just
news.
like in trend, we talk about a thing when it's extremely trending, and then we upload it a year later.
I think what we should really call our podcast is the time machine for irrelevant stuff, because it's like a thing happens,
And you know what? When straight people discover it, they'll really believe it. Time machine for irrelevant stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, imagine. Yeah.
I think just to like catch up for people who may not have seen it, the movie's on it's about a sort of a has-been Hollywood superstar.
Just like the movie metaphor and French people, it's on a platform where not many people will be able to access it.
Exactly.
So people were like, "अच्छा movie बनाएंगे, सबके लिए बनाएंगे. We'll put it on a platform. 50% of Indians don't even know."
Indians forget. I don't think a lot of world
Entire universe
subscribers
doesn't know, yeah.
are really like all about movie. But I guess intellectual art really does still have its own gatekeeping. And to be honest, this is about the most public as it can be.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's about an old Hollywood superstar actress called Elizabeth, who is now, since she's like 50, sort of fallen from fame, and now she has a little fitness show, which I assume she really likes, and it keeps her relevant. And then she gets fired from the show on her 50th birthday. Because essentially the producer deems her to be too old to really get in fresh audience or
And
eyeballs.
The fact that we think the movie, the substance and everything is a science fiction. And in Hollywood, that at 50 she's doing an exercise show, that's a science fiction. Like the fact that she did not get fired and have this breakdown
At 35?
at 35
is the
that's
science
the
fiction
real
of it all.
all.
Science fiction about things, because this does happen. And anyway, she's feeling irrelevant. She's driving home. Somebody's taking her poster down, and that really sort of sends her over the edge. She ends up having a little accident, and in the hospital, a nurse covertly gives her basically an address.
Male nurse,
A male
gay
nurse.
nurse, blue-eyed, sharp-nosed, Botox-filled. Even
He
at
has
35, he has lip Botox.
He doesn't. He's not Botox filled though. He is one of the people who's taken the substance.
Maybe in the plot it is not there, but that guy's lips are filled.
So then, basically, gives her a little hint that there is a substance, that there is a thing that exists. It's literally called the substance, and that could change her life.
And I have to intervene here because, by the way, just to set this one scene, which is very important to the movie, already fired.
Yeah.
Fired to a level where this very invasive shrimp-eating person is looking at you. He doesn't even give her a second of time. Okay.
No, she does.
He's doing a billion
listen.
other things. He doesn't have the dignity to tell that she is fired.
Yeah.
She doesn't. In that meeting where she gets fired, she is not told that she's being fired.
Instead, she's been like, "This is the way the industry works,
You can
honey."
live. Tu jee legi. Tu to superstar hai. Tu jee legi. Blah 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 blah. All this charming-ish bullshit.
Yeah.
And then he gives her a cookbook, which will have an amazing callback in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of that happens. She's already broken down because this man is firing her, not even looking at her.
Yeah.
And then she's going back. Then some random guy from her school hits on her, who looks like old Steve Jobs.
Like she's old too. It's just that guy has not aged as well as she has. But I guess when you're a guy, at least in the context of the film, you're allowed to age however and still hit on Demi Moore.
Yeah, or hit on Demi Moore.
Yeah, that's normal.
Because she's walking on the road.
Yeah.
And the fact that news came out that the show was cancelled and she was replaced, and that is why he comes. Like
No,
there's a
that's
mention.
not what it is.
That's why he asks her out. There's a mention that okay, now it's all over or something like that.
That's not what it is.
It was mentioned. The guy slightly mentions.
It's not mentioned anywhere because she's just exiting the meeting. It's not been announced that her show is cancelled. Nothing.
Oh, they announced it with the replacement.
They
Right?
announced it once Sue comes in,
once
and
Sue
they
comes
turn the show from Sparkle It Up, which is a normal sort of show, to this really weirdly porny show called Pump It Up. More on Pump It Up in a second.
Add one word
More
review to the
answer.
movie, to the show at least, not the movie. One word review to the show. Weirdly porny.
Weirdly porny.
Weirdly porny exercise show. That is what it is. So she's broken. Then she meets with an accident.
Then that's what she meets with an accident because she's driving home. She feels very purposeless. She sees them taking her poster down, vagera, and then the nurse essentially sort of checks her body. And once again, I have to mention the fact that at this point, even though she's 50, she is in crazy good physical shape. That's what actually allows her to be a recipient for the substance, because her body will undergo such a crazy transformation. It needs to be strong.
That the science
She
fiction
can't
of
be
that
weak.
just because she's beaten down and injured. They give that Game of Thrones mein Melisandre, no? The witch when she takes out everything and she's just sleeping like that.
Oh, yeah.
The picturization of Demi Moore, the most Charlie's Angels,
Yeah.
Demi Moore, is like that, and this fellow just grabs her spine, checks everything. She is so beaten out at this point. This random ass nurse is just touching her, and she's fine with it. And
Yeah.
then he touches the reed ki haddi, everything. Like, potential hair. That is what
I know.
happens.
It's like such a creepy little Gulshan Grover thing that he does.
And the face also, bro. Like by no means you know that there is something going to happen, because this, like, first of all, Miss Coral, the frames that she puts.
Oh, the frames.
It's like
I
if your face is here, she's looking essay. Like every male character is looking essay in the film, and like the sharp nose, the eyes, but you know that something is majorly wrong with this person.
Yeah.
The nurse.
The nurse. There's something is very sinister about him. Something is very secretive about him. And anyway, he gives her a little USB, and essentially she goes home and she kind of sees like a little Kickstarter video of like kindly donate.
Yeah.
You know, where they are,
What is going to happen?
where they are like 5 problems, 1 solution. You know, you feel
Okay.
you
okay.
feel old, you feel ugly, people don't like you, people are firing you.
Inject
And-
yourself with this piss-looking juice. Oh god.
Yeah, inject yourself with this thing that looks like something the mask threw up, and your life is gonna be amazing. And I think essentially that the implication is that in your body as a human being, because your cells basically undergo separation, you know, the cellular reproduction, like the mitosis thing. So it's like, you know, that there is potential in your cells to regenerate further. And
I mean, which is, by the way, how
Yes.
humans evolve and how birth happens.
But the thing is, after you become a full-grown human being, oh yeah, of course, the cells are still dividing, they are
Yeah.
still renewing. But if your cells keep doing it, it's actually a cancer. But they're like, shh, don't talk about cancer. And they're like, inside you is the potential to essentially have a completely youthful body, no matter what age you are. So if you're intrigued at the idea of giving birth from your backside in a really weird
By
way.
the way, this poor woman doesn't know how this horror show
Oh, she
is
has
going
no
to end
idea.
up.
She has no idea. And the fact that she does this for longevity is, I think that's where my heart started breaking. I was like, bad things are happening to her. So this is where I think when she was seeing the movie for that little USB, this was the first time I was like, I can't watch anymore.
I can't watch it. At the USB, she's like, I can't watch.
I can't watch.
At the
anymore.
USB,
At the
it's just cellular mitosis.
In full,
That's all.
in broad daylight,
Broad
she's watching a
daylight.
video, and I'm like, the horror.
Oh,
I can't watch. So the Phattu number 1 wanted to throw it, close it at the time. But essentially, she throws this in the dustbin, being like, I'm too good for this. And then she's like, no, I'm not. She's like, no, I have no confidence. And then,
But I think it is necessary for us to say that she decides,
No.
gets dressed up, throws the substance ka thing in the dustbin, goes out to do something, I don't remember what exactly, and then there also she is broken down, and then she comes back and fishes it out from the dustbin when her hope is dead.
dead. Oh, I think it's what? She sees the audition ad for her show. Like her show got cancelled, and they are like, we're looking for the next Elizabeth Sparkle or something, and it's like,
And then people...
in the ad, the age group, it's very telling it's 18 to 30.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't.
can't.
I'm not doing it. So it's really weird. And then she is like, no, I should probably give this a shot. So she gives it a call and everything. And I think at this point we were like bad decision after bad decision wala feeling we were getting. And one of the bad decisions is when they've given her an address. Like you have to go to this particular spot and pick up sort of your prescription. And it's in a dingy way.
It's a gym, I'm telling you. The dinginess of it,
The
right?
dinginess of
it's
it.
essentially where, like one of the set of Shameless, like that is what it looks
and
like.
there's like a little shutter that she has to pick, and the shutter is getting stuck
Only half.
midway. And I was like, I don't care if you told me you have to enter this place and guaranteed $10 billion are waiting for you. I would be like, no, thank you.
And by the way, we are living this movie at this point. We are like, ye kyun kar rahi hai tu?
क्यों कर रही
Like, we
है?
are literally
And
that.
every step, I'm like, वापस जा. I've turned into Kiran Kher. I'm standing at the doorway. अंदर मत जाना. So scared for her. But she goes, and it's like a bank. It's like bank vaults, and it has a number that they've given her.
Bank also.
They're like bank
You
vaults.
never
They're
gone to
like
a gym, did you? It's a gym locker room.
It's a gym locker
an
room.
extremely white, glossy gym locker room. Phoenix Fitness has a locker room like that.
I'm sure that to shoot this, the director entered a gym and told everybody, "Get out!"
Yeah,
I need to shoot something.
obviously, she went to Paris. She went to a.
They shot the movie in France. So
She went to Paris. She found a gym, and she was like, "I want this. and then they made that set.
And then they made that set, they painted everything white. So anyway, she takes her thing home, and basically there are instructions, like you know how like we took when COVID test at home, and there
Like first time when you were like,
first time,
"Kaise
and you're
laga
like
hai?"
pamphlet, and you're like you're sitting with a swab of your nose, and you're like, oh, this was not supposed to go there. It's not there.
Yeah.
So she's sitting, and they're like, you will end up getting a new person, whatever that means. And then your current self essentially exists like a body. So you have to keep the body on like a food sustenance, and then you get to exist as this new person.
By the way, ये सब कुछ कोई pamphlet उसको दिया नहीं था.
They didn't explain anything.
Nothing. The box just has like two like a sachet or like तुम्हारा activator serum, and then there are two sustenance packets. One is saying what receiver or something like that, like very
Yeah,
vague terms.
very
Everything
vague.
is a vague impact terms. Like the font impact is the name of this movie. I'm telling you, every single scene you're like, oh my god, what is this? This is so serious. Like, and then all of that happens. She has no clue. This poor woman has no clue that she's going to be back busted, a child coming out of her. Oh.
It's not a child. It's a full grown Margaret Qualley.
Yeah.
She's going to climb out of her as if she's the trunk of a car, and she's going to be like, hello, I am here now.
Yeah.
So she takes the medicine, and for a second, like nothing happens, and then this really terrifying transformation shot. One of the best transformation shots in movies. I don't, of course, have the guts to watch things like Jaws or Frankenstein and like Misery. I don't have the courage.
She would have been better off watching Jaws.
I don't have the courage for it. But there's this thing where it's like her eyeball is like rapidly darting, and then her eyeball splits into screaming.
Screaming. ये औरत जो CG सरकटा देके थिएटर में चीखी चिल्लाई.
In Stree also, first time I saw the movie, first time I saw Stree 2, no idea what Sarkata looks like.
By the way, the opening sequence में there is just a black blob in the end.
And then one
जो
black
बहुत बाद में
ball
she sees
rolls.
the black full stop and she's like, मैंने दिख रही.
So it's like already, it's like the I think the mechanics of the story itself, how badly she's feeling about being irrelevant in this. I'm like, this is too much horror. It's making me sad.
And you know what? The sound is incredible because you hear nothing.
You hear nothing.
You hear that damn cell split.
Oh boy, it's too creepy. It's too weird.
Body horror.
It's body horror, and then I can't even explain it. Her back
everything
opens.
becomes a black, like she blacks out, she falls down, and then her back rips apart, and a younger one comes out.
A younger one comes out of it, and it's like the most twisted birth scene ever.
Yeah.
And like honestly, it would have been kind of fantastical if it was not so completely terrifying. And essentially, what emerges is a much younger woman who's crazy pretty.
Yeah.
That's just the only way to describe it. I mean, like Demi Moore was in her bathroom naked, so then also the other body also comes out naked as is birth. And it's a full-grown Margaret Qualley who's in incredible shape.
Yeah.
She's just in incredible shape, and it's just like, I think it's one of those things you just can't deny that a young person looks so much more impactful than a person who's sort of aging and sort of withering. Even though Demi Moore also, like for the age of 50, she's incredibly strong. She's just not young. Like that's the obvious part, that she's not young. But Margaret Qualley is, and she can't believe it because it is still Elizabeth, but she's got the body that she probably had 30 years ago. And she can't get over it.
And even then, there wo bhi ho gaya. Immediately, she is also like, she starts leaking blood, or she starts puking that.
She pukes a little
that
bit of that
liquid.
little substance.
Yeah. The substance, and then the gore starts where she has to look at those things to understand what is happening, and when that happens, she has to sew herself up.
Oh, she has to do the thing where she
with
has to
this
suture.
fish hook tipping.
She has to suture back her own body.
So this I mean, for the lack of better, this bitch you're telling me is seeing sustenance packets and somehow missed the entire fish hook and the thread.
First of all, I don't think it was provided. I think
it was there in the box.
Was it in the box?
It was in the box.
Super creepy.
Why
would she do it?
Oh God, no. Yeah. Then she sews herself up. Then this double life begins.
And I guess, I think at this point, not like everybody knows what will happen. We've already told you what happened so far. After this, it's like, what happens? What will she do? What will young Elizabeth Sue do? What will old Elizabeth do? How long can this really go on? And why was a thing like the substance even invented? What exactly? If it feels like there's no caveat, Like you can essentially keep doing this for the rest of your life. Think again.
Yeah,
Think
because
again.
apparently you're supposed to switch every week.
You're supposed to switch every week. You can only exist a week.
I do feel like they perfectly stressed on saying respect the balance, respect this balance.
Which is
the opening statement that the substance people give after you take the substance is respect the balance. It's you, both of them are you only.
You are one.
Should not, they already incline in the starting only, they indicate that you will forget that this is both you, and etc 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 for so on. It's like giving up the gore even way before, and then she started like goes like one. I'm telling you, like this is where our theories will
This is
start,
the-
right?
yeah.
Where immediately like you could have done anything, woman. Why did you have to walk into the same fucking studio?
I think it's like how limited her imagination is. Imagine you get fired from a job and it wasn't even that good of a job, and next day you put one muchhi, once again you're going back
And
to
the
the
job she had probably for like what 40-30 years. Oh my god, that makes it scary. That was her normal.
That was her normal.
She's 50. Matlab she probably would have got, yeah, if they are only taking 18-year-olds, they probably hired her at 20 something.
No, she was an actress. It's really like the Jane Fonda thing. Like just how the Hollywood actress Jane Fonda had a proper career and everything. She did a lot of movies. And then when she was a little bit older, she used to do the fitness DVDs,
Yeah.
right? So it's kind of like that. Like Elizabeth is a Hollywood actress. That's why she has the Walk of Fame star.
Oh.
She's a Hollywood actress who then like in older... See, for an actress, and I don't think people need us to tell them that, when you're an actress, when you're 18, you're 21, you're 24, there's a lot of parts. But that's not because, oh, they like you so much. It's because their writing is so unimaginative. All they can write is a 22-year-old woman. That's why you have a lot of work, you know? It's not like they write a 22-year-old woman properly. They just buy a lot of skirts. That's why
It
they
is-
want to
And
hire.
it's not like if there are no people who stand there, ground roles will not happen. Because see, Abhi, because lack of better knowledge, we are like, oh my god, Pamela Anderson extremely brave, not doing anything to her face, acting and all like that. Yes, it's a thing. Pam is extremely brave, great. But there was a Betty White who kept acting till she was 95. Betty White never put on anything in her face. And you know what? People found her roles. She has never done a role which she did not love and people did not go crazy for.
But the thing is, to be able to have that kind of confidence in yourself is not something that's accessible to everyone, not accessible to every actress even, who one would assume that to be able to come on screen and be different people might take a lot of confidence. But turns out that internally that confidence is actually shaken by whatever the mechanics of the movie business, where they are like, you're young, you're hot, and I mean like this terminology, like you're fuckable. And like that is why people like to watch you on screen. This is not my term. This is something actually I think one of the guest stars on Friends told Lisa Kudrow that during rehearsals she wouldn't be wearing makeup and
Yeah.
everything, and they rehearsed like that. And then the day of the shoot she was in hair and makeup, and the guy said, "Now you're fuckable." Imagine saying
these
that
people
to
are getting
Lisa
paid
Kudrow.
almost $1 billion by then. Although
Yeah, almost $1 million by the end of the show, and this is one of the most recognizable 90s sitcom actress.
Yeah.
Like you can go to a village in India. Forget about a backwards place in America. You can go to a village in India, and if you show that photo, they're going to be like, "That's Phoebe,"
Phoebe.
and they're going to be like, "That's Smelly Cat."
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, but it doesn't matter. What they're saying is that your craft doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What they're saying is that your comedy doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is appearance.
And you know what? Way worse, because not everybody is going to get these multifaceted written roles.
Friends had incredible writing for the 90s. Like the girls had really good roles for its time, and that's something that feels relevant even today. Some of their struggles, their lines feel relevant even today. They didn't just write this. They didn't end up writing a friend group where basically the boys constantly exclude the girls from
Yeah.
fun stuff. They didn't write that.
It was all 6 of their show.
All 6 of theirs show.
And sadly, that is what doesn't happen in movies, right? That's why when
No.
these days, it is great that we have shows. It is great that we have OTT platforms. We have multiple platforms. But for, let's say, because we are seeing this through Elizabeth's lens.
Yeah.
Elizabeth is probably very pretty actress, but kya
Back in-
yoga?
yeah.
Not everybody is going to get roles which are multifaceted, right?
No, everybody doesn't, and especially once you start aging out of that relevant age bracket, they're like, we can't find a role for a 45-year-old, for a 48-year-old, for a 52-year-old, and they're constantly like that. And if you're like, no, but you can always write interesting mother roles, you can always write interesting spy roles,
Who's
you can
writing?
write. No, not only is no one is interested to write, even if the errant writer comes up with a role like this, producers are like, we don't have money.
People who are writing these are so far removed from real life experiences. When there are people who are there, like I would say, कि a substance would have not been possible when the writer has not seen real world. But a substance came out of people who are in the industry, because to a level you saturate
I mean, this
what
is kind
women
of,
are perceived in the industry
This
itself,
is how
कि उसमें से भी निकलेगा.
this is how Demi Moore is also perceived.
Yeah.
When she was young, she had plenty of work, but she was always sort of relegated to this sort of Hollywood little sex symbol sort of thing. Especially when you do a couple of action movies, I
Yeah.
guess, you end up getting stereotyped. And being fit is really important for action. But once again, there's a difference between an action hero and an action heroine, where an action hero can escape sexualization and only stick to strength, whereas an action heroine is like strength with sexuality. So it's like always everything with the addendum of gotta be sexy, gotta be sexy, gotta be sexy.
Gotta be. Oh my god, that is what. So what I was saying, so I do feel like we as people who create stuff. I'm just mixing ourselves with filmmakers.
Ooh.
Yeah, but even then,
Stretch.
people think audiences are too dumb. Because they're like B-center audience यही देखेंगे. So we'll make
First
this
of all,
only.
the
Who's
fact
the B-center audience?
Yeah.
The studio head is a B-center audience.
And
He's the
that's-
one commissioning this.
First of all, if you're telling me that mainstream cinema is almost entirely led by like B-center audience, moment of silence.
Moment of silence.
Yeah, because I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't want it. Like, not that, I'm like, oh my god, the elitism of like the A center or the elitism of what women like to watch. Hey, we like to watch crap, okay?
The weird metaphor of how Demi Moore was snubbed for the Oscars, literally to give it to the Mickey girl. I don't know what her name
Anora's
is. Yeah,
actress.
Anora. I've seen Anora. I've fought with people. Substance deserved that Oscar.
But she did get a Golden Globe, but once again, like it was after her potential not being recognized for so many years in
Years.
Hollywood, suddenly they see her act as a has-been fallen actress, and they're like, wow, she can really act.
You know what? Demi Moore ko they should have not given. I'm fine. Like, okay, fine. Best actress, maybe the Mickey girl, I don't know who she is. Maybe Anora mein there was more facet to act. And maybe because there is no gore element, there was like more real emotions or whatever it is. Best actress, Gaya. Best film,
Who got best film?
Anora.
Ooh.
That is where I draw my line. All these people sitting there,
Like, get
you're
your
telling me a
good-
jury is voting and not for substance?
Hey, they don't even watch all the Academy jury doesn't even watch all the movies. So you know what?
Jury was either triggered or did not watch the film.
Maybe they felt called. No, listen. There is a history
Yeah.
of actresses being snubbed at the awards.
Oh god.
For Barbie, none of the actresses were nominated. And
Nomination was
no,
way worse. Like, at least for the snubbed roles,
Yeah.
they were nominated. Michelle Yeoh won. But Angela Bassett for Black Panther was at least nominated. She did not win.
But Margot Robbie didn't even get a nomination.
Yeah, that's what. Because
You can literally transform into a beloved children's toy, which also, by the way, is the symbol of the patriarchy. Like, that itself is so deep. And you can essay that role with everything in your body. And they're like, nah. But then people are like, show us Wolf of Wall Street again. That's all you see.
So that is what you go watch Barbie and somehow you go watch Wolf of the Wall Street. How is that going to work? I don't
No,
understand.
it doesn't.
this.
It doesn't work.
And
But
it's not, and the horror doesn't end there.
no, the horror.
Award shows horror was the least of the horror compared to what happens to Miss Sue,
Yeah. So,
because she is trying to live this Cinderella double life. She is living this double life.
and then her double life is actually, to be very honest, incredibly boring.
Yeah.
Where it's like, as the young person, I don't know if this is like a metaphor for Hollywood, like capitalism or something. As a young person, all she can do is work.
Yeah.
Work because she has the show. Oh, she really, really wants the show. There is almost no improvement. It's like having the same task list as Elizabeth. Just do the same. And again, a really weirdly porny version of the exercise shows she used to do. So I absolutely don't know how is this fun. Like, if I really was like, okay, I'm really tired of being old, I would love to go back like 10 years and be 20 or something. And if I have the money and everything that I still have, you're not seeing me employed.
You should
That's
run
for sure.
Yeah,
no
or-
job.
Okay, let's say you still have the passion to become the actress. You run into the studios. You just have to be pretty these days. You can do anything. This girl should have opened a TikTok account and she would have been richer.
Exactly. And you know what? It would be so much easier to be a TikTok star because you shoot videos worth 2 weeks
Yeah.
and then just jump week after week.
You know,
You can be 2 TikTok stars. You can be Elizabeth and you can be Sue.
So,
Two
and you know
accounts.
what? Weirdly, you can CG and collaborate together.
and you can collaborate together.
I see the fact that she
ideas.
walks into the same thing means that it's a French tragedy, and it immediately
Yeah,
gives
it's a
me that, like, and also like we'll discuss a longer metaphor a while later. But if you just think about it, like, could you have balance? Like, the potential is so much, right? You could have retired. There are two paths here. You could have retired with that money. Miss Elizabeth would have been like,
If she liked herself a little more, and if she hadn't been fired so disrespectfully, I think she would be like, a chapter closes. You know, a chapter is closed. And again, like, I'm gonna end up just sounding like a chronically online person. But the thing is that women have had this kind of money and autonomy for the first time in their lives, and there's no playbook as to what to do. There's no how to age, like, in your 40s, especially if you don't have responsibilities of like marriage and children and all. There's no playbook. But that women are using to be like the great experiment. How much travel can I do? How many friendships can I have? How much charity I can do? How many people I can help? How empowered I can be? How empowering a presence I can be? How much of a mentor I can be? Unfortunately, Elizabeth is not. She doesn't have the right lens to look at her life like that.
also we also discussed why.
Why?
Like we came up with the answer by the end of it after discussing for God knows
How long?
It's basically, let's say she is an actress, but she's been doing the show for quite a while. 20-ish years.
Oh, because the posters actually indicate that she was much younger when she
Extremely
began
younger.
doing
Yeah,
the
it's
show.
not like even Jane Fonda started way in the middle. But Elizabeth Sparkle, you see her old images, she's extremely young when she
quite
started
young,
doing
yeah.
this. So she is bit. It's the oversaturated. You say Kupastha Mandukam, right? Like a frog in the well.
Oh, she's
She's been
definitely
in that
has,
well of being pursued and looked over and considered by only these men and, let's say, the industry, of what the perception is. She could have just jhaki, like you could have just looked outside and immediately perception changes.
No,
I'm like,
she didn't get to have that life where it is like, oh, look at the world. Like, the world is your oyster. She didn't get that. She got instead that this shitty studio with the shitty bathrooms, that's your world.
And also the call ruined her. I'm telling you, if these people would have been like, okay, we want to hire a younger one. Unka studio, unka paisa, they would have done. Fine.
Yeah.
If she would have not heard that call
Which
of
call?
him belittling her so much.
Actually, he was belittling another actress. He's like,
He was talking about her replacing her in the car, not while eating, in the bathroom before.
He says Jennifer.
Jennifer?
I mean, whoever he's talking about, he does mention Jennifer. Like, how old is Jennifer?
Oh, he was not even talking
He
about
was
her.
not even talking about her. But it's like the ultimate projection where you hear somebody being criticized and you're already feeling a little insecure about your age.
And then you get fired.
And then you're like, this is about me. They hate me. And then it's like everybody hates me, which is so weird. But the thing is that it's not about
Everybody
Elizabeth.
hates me is also fine. You can just find a group of, usko kya bolte hai, like whatever is the opposite of this industry ka communism, you can just jump into that and be happy, have a community.
But that's actually
that is
not
what is happening.
No, but that's also not how it works.
Lack of relevance.
Yeah.
That really comes to your worth when you are a person who is in mainstream media. Lack of relevance ke baad is when she put herself through all this risk.
The risk.
Is it the risk the worth it? Like, she could have just had her lump sum settlement and be happy. That was one choice. What was the second choice?
See,
if she actually
managed to respect the balance,
Yeah.
and treat both herself and Sue like they are one person, which they are.
She was young at some point. We very clearly see the first time she takes that weird choice is that she's going out with people wearing extremely sexy clothes, we're going out half drunk, everything. She's like, let me just take it for one more day. That is when our Miss Demi Moore's body starts rotting.
But that's
Rotting,
that's what was going to happen. That the source body suffers when the young person breaks the rules, and there is nothing in it for Demi Moore to break the rules.
And all the commotion started there only.
Yeah.
All the commotion started where her body started getting ruined. She could have been like, okay, this is not working out for me. I'm going to stop the experiment.
Actually, the thing is, if she would have just respected the balance, what could have happened was that maybe after some time, she is like, okay, I'm chasing something that's never actually going to give me peace. I can do this show for another 100 years. You know, Sue is young. She can be on screen for another 50 years. What's it going to give me? What's it giving me? I'm just doing the same thing again and again. She could have stepped out of it, but she didn't get a chance to like step out of it because I think almost immediately when she became young and the validation she started getting again, maybe she's over attached to what the producer thinks of her.
Maybe she's
Harvey.
over-attached to her perception itself of all of this.
Actually, maybe it's not about her at all. The metaphor actually being is that the cities, right, where movies are made. In India, it's Mumbai. In Hollywood, it's LA. These cities are notorious for cosmetic procedures.
Yeah.
And they're notorious for basically, it's like gyms are like strewn about, like, you know, around this. It's like you don't have a grocery store, but you have a gym. So it's like the emphasis on appearance is too much, and 100% it is too much for women. It's actually there for men and women both.
Both.
Because people don't get success easily in the movies, and they wanna expand their shelf life. However, shelf life is a term that's, I feel like, almost exclusively limited to women, because what happens with men is that you'll age up, you'll cross 40 and all. Even then, you've got a chance that you might just play a really impactful dad role and have hit success.
And even for sex life, if you're a 40 and you have been an actor, or at least someone who has maintained some sort of fitness and physique in your life, your physique will stay with you because these muscles are trained. Then you can, like, people go through procedures again, and then there are people who don't go through procedures.
And age the way they age.
Even when you look your age, but you are fit enough, there are enough people in the entire universe with daddy issues. The pool of dating and relevance is huge. But we can't say the same about the other side.
No, we can't say the same about the other side, and definitely you can't say the same about the other side when it comes to employment.
Yeah, and people can say mommy issues. We don't want to delve into that deeper, but even then, who are the most desirable one? A has-been actress or someone's living, breathing, the most conservative?
Sort of 20-year-old with not a lot of ambition.
Or a conservative 40-year-old in a position of power. So mommy issues will always go back to the most conservative. So an old actress who is a has-been, and everybody already looks at her like a, for
With
lack of
pity.
better term, has-been whore. Isn't that the perception though?
No, the perception is that you're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Your
and
prime is done.
Your prime is done. And the thing is, the thing that I wrote, because it's also, there's a movie where the body is a metaphor. It's like you're looking at the fresh meat concept, where basically you're like, and this can be tied up to so many things. Like, I know in India, people right now, they're watching that Kajol and Twinkle show too much. And boy, is that show ruining everything.
I'm telling you, Kajol could have done 7 more films.
No, it's the show is terrible.
Yeah.
It's taking us back. I really don't know why it exists. I
It
feel
exists
like
because Coffee with Karan is not working out.
Oh yeah, it exists because Coffee with Karan bombed
And
in
Coffee
a
with
big
Karan
way.
is not working out because now what Coffee with Karan used to do, now a YouTube channel does.
And also,
Or an Instagram page does.
Also, the thing is that if when the star is really, really big, literally everything sounds like very secretive, very scandalous, because they are so huge. When the star itself is so pedestrian, they can say whatever it is about their love life or parents or this and that, and it's like, what good are you? Like, I don't care. I don't care because you're not big enough. I don't care because you're not talented enough.
Interview shows will work with celebrities
When the celebrity
when
is...
your show is running because of the celebrity, not your show is there to make someone a celebrity.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is as simple as it is.
Very specifically.
Like now what happens? She doesn't respect the balance. Obviously, then what happens? Her entire body starts
So basically,
rotting.
it's like a Dorian Gray thing, where actually, I don't know if you've heard, there's a novel called The Picture of Dorian Gray, in which there's a painter and he has a best friend called Dorian Gray, who is very good looking and he's very into his looks, but he's not very wealthy. And then he essentially, also I think the novel is like crazy homoerotic, because the best friend is in love with him, and somebody who starts inviting him to a lot of these
Every man's wet dream.
royal parties, he's also a little bit in love with him. Like, everyone's in love with him. He's very good looking.
Every
okay?
man's wet dream.
Yes. Imagine like Jonathan Bailey types. Like, he's just really cute. But no, he's very mean. He's very self-centered, and
A straight man, not Jonathan
he
Bailey.
is a straight man. He is a straight
That's
man.
why I keep saying every man's wet dream.
Every man's wet dream.
Have all the love poured onto you to give nothing.
Yeah, all unadulterated validation, and in return, you don't even have to give presents.
Nope.
So what happens is that his friend makes a perfect painting of him, which is the picture of Dorian Gray. And then what Dorian ends up doing is that there is some sort of a deal. I haven't read the novel fully. It was a long time back. It's like a deal where Dorian indulges in a lot of debauchery in life, a lot of hedonistic lifestyle, a lot of drinking, a lot of partying, a lot of sleeping around even and everything. But his body doesn't age at all. all of it goes to the picture.
Oh.
So he remains unchangingly beautiful for I think a long period, or like a very long period. And in all of this, his friend, like the painter friend actually loses him because he doesn't even spend any time with him anymore. He's always at these parties, and these rich parties, he's being really corrupt. He's being really corrupt. He's being morally bankrupt. He's being actually bankrupt. There's a lot of gambling, all of those things, everything which in that Victorian society, this is not the way a young man lives a life. You know, a young man should live a life of purpose. He is living a life devoid of purpose. He is like, I'm good looking. He's a party boy, dude. He's like, I'm good looking. I don't care about these things. You know, and then I think many years later, I don't know, his painter friend is not in his life anymore, and he comes back to his house and he finds the painting because he's upset about something. He's losing something.
It's giving a little bit Nun from the basement. Like,
yeah. And he comes back and then he sees that the painting is in terrible shape. The painting is in terrible shape, and then he realizes the error of his ways. And then what he does, and he loved the painting. He really loved the painting. So he decides that I'm going to do good deeds now, and the painting will reverse, which is what Elizabeth assumed, right? She is like, okay, I feel like if I respect the balance, can I go back? There's no going back. Dorian's painting becomes worse after he starts doing charity because his reasons for charity were so they were so selfish. He was not doing it for altruism. He was doing it to improve his self-image. So it's like, but he was like, I was being good, and it's like
it's like men's apologies these days.
Exactly.
Right?
It's like,
I apologized.
hence you are the problem now.
Yeah, I apologized. People want their apologies to be recognized and given awards to. I don't understand that emotion.
It's like once you apologize, the person who called out your issue in the first place, they are the villain now.
Yeah.
They're
Like, how dare you not forgive me?
Yeah, exactly. They are like, I cheated.
Yeah.
You found out. I apologized. You finding out is the problem. Like, it's
How dare you spy on me?
How dare you spy on me?
How dare you sleep with my mother? Which is what happens in The Great, by the way. So, I mean, that's a different show we have to discuss at some point.
No, it's just like, how dare you do that? You are taking your phone and going, like, even to go, forget going to the bathroom. Everybody takes their phone into the bathroom now. Like, you're sleeping with the phone under you at night. To get to the phone, one has to cross your 13 ribs. Yes, I opened your phone.
I should be given an award for finding
it. It's
the best detective services.
The detective services, excavation services at this point. Why is your phone in your pants?
See, the gaslighting itself, when it comes to when the topic came up only, let's just, like, because we've discussed this at length for hours together, we can give pointers for your life. So basically, why do women do this? Women or like gay men or whoever is being suffered, let's say in a relationship, and you think that your partner is cheating on you, and then you go through all the like, Snapchat pe location dekh rahe ho, kisi aur pe kya kar rahe ho. There are multiple ways of stalking.
So much experience.
I have not done this, but I've seen people do this in front of me. Back then, technology nahi tha.
No.
So when you're doing all of this, I still see so many girlfriends and boyfriends keeping their tally of their partners on Snapchat location.
I didn't know Snapchat had location.
There's a map you can track.
Okay.
Oh my god! Like if that is there, I mean, these idiots are also going places with who they are cheating on and putting snaps.
Wow.
That is stupid.
Stupid only, no? That is, yeah.
Similar to Elizabeth in this.
Yeah.
She engages with the substance. Why do the people like let's say, okay, for the lack of better term, women only. Why do women have to go through this much turmoil to prove something to themselves that they are the victim? Why does this happen?
See, I don't want to place the whole blame on the external world. You know, there's an external world, there's an internal world also. Unfortunately though, and it's not just about being an actress. Like in Elizabeth's case, you can very easily just be like, oh, acting is brutal.
Yeah.
You know, being a model
Elizabeth can have a tell-all book or a tell-all show. And I'm telling you, if not Disney Studios, there'll be some sort of a small OTT platform which will give her money.
But you know what I actually really like? That it's like, she's like, I will become young. I will do this Dorian Gray thing. And like her ambition is so that I can have that stupid, shitty fitness show again. Like the ambition is so little, it shows that actually the metaphor is that the payoff is really less.
How much beaten down you should feel to...
Okay, not that this is the episode, of course, but for the last 2 weeks of our life, every day I meet him, I'm like, do you know there's a girl who got facelift at 28?
Oh,
because I'm unable to move on. Like
Phasing of 28 is phasing you. Drag Race UK season 2 winner. She's an amazing queen, by the way.
Yeah.
At 19, cheek filler, lip filler. I mean, for feminization. I can understand that is for feminization.
Okay,
for
but that's
drag,
for feminization.
But there are 16-year-old girls who are doing this. 16th birthday gift is Botox. 16th
Oh my
birthday,
God.
Rachel gets a nose job. 16th
Rachel
birthday
gets
gift.
Rachel does get a nose job. In fact, Rachel is like one of the, I think in the 90s they just wanted to show that little bit that Rachel really is like, her life is going to, unfortunately at that time it was defined by her looks,
Her looks.
and her appeal in a very conservative traditional context, which is why picking Barry, even though she doesn't love him, we're talking about Friends now. You know, that's the Rachel
Yeah,
Green.
yeah.
She has the nose job because in the flashback
I think they're not
episodes,
watching us if they don't know what Rachel means.
so you think?
Yeah.
But we're really old. There are people who were born after Friends was over.
Yeah.
They may not know. But it's very easy to be like, okay, Elizabeth is caught in a very brutal Hollywood culture. But the thing is that, okay, Hollywood culture is brutal. I am just a normal person. Why is my culture becoming brutal? When I say my culture, I'm saying that the normal world that I exist in, so I like makeup, you know that. You know, you go on Instagram and you're like, I'm going to watch how to do eyeshadow. You watch 2 videos of how, you know, so that you learn a better technique of putting makeup, or you just have fun. You're doom scrolling. Okay, I spent 12 hours on my phone. It's not a scientific thing. I'm wasting my time.
Don't you dare judge her. You're doing the same.
You're doing the same thing. What are you
Sleep
doing
at 11
here?
o'clock.
Yeah. Okay, the third video, it's like 2 videos you see about like whatever, your eyeshadow or your foundation or something. The third video is about rhinoplasty, dude. I'm like, what's wrong? What
And
are
the
you?
4th video is about liposuction.
The 4th video is about liposuction, and it's like they're trying to make
You go from, oh my god, I'll just put blue color on my eyes
exactly.
to,
You're like,
do I need a blue screen? Like that is what you go back to.
exactly. It's like everything is normal, and you're like, I could spend 200 rupees on an eyeshadow palette, and all of a sudden they are like,
Can
what
I take
if
an
your-
EMI on a liposuction?
it's like, what if your nose was like this? What if your lips were like this? What if your eyebrows? And I'm like, don't go there.
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
I'm telling you, so many actresses look like ducks. Young ones who did not need any Botox.
It's almost like they actually wanted to become uglier. That's really what I've begun to think.
I'm telling you, aajkal ke pictures you take and go like 50 years ago and show these people, they'll be like, what is this thing?
Yeah.
Like the most essentially Kardashian-y looking girls also, if you take, they'll be like, what is wrong with her mouth? Why is the lip so huge? Like there was an animation, remember? I don't remember, where it's like a doll.
The doll
they keep
and
cutting and they keep
cutting.
making it weirder and weirder and
I
weirder.
often feel like that could have actually been like the
Kardashian saw that video and they're like, my daughters.
No, it could have been like the inspo video for the substance.
Yeah.
Because it's actually a woman's body, and it's like these injections and knives are coming from everywhere. And, you know, it's like your thigh fat gets cut down and your boobs are made bigger, and then your eyes are done something, and then it's the lipstick. And there have been a lot of trends. And see, again, I don't want to sit around and just like criticize the whole thing, even though I do feel before a person, every human being has insecurity. I would love it if people just had the freedom to be like, to discover your own insecurity. Like, maybe you won't like how particular you are, or about like your OCD traits. Figure out your own insecurity. Don't let Instagram give you the insecurity.
Maybe a lot of people go by their entire lives without noticing. Maybe without noticing that there is 2 more extra hair on her chin.
Which is actually not a thing to really be noticed, because I don't think it affects your life in any fundamental way that really matters.
It starts with waxing yourself like a Sphinx cat.
First of all, the pedophilic nature of the procedures that exist, right from waxing, shaving to youth obsession, it's the Epstein era, guys. We can't. We're literally sitting.
People are like, internet लेके आएंगे, सबको सब कुछ पता चलेगा, पता चल गया तो लोगों को सुसु पड़ रहा है. Pedophilia, genocide.
I mean,
कितने सारी चीजें.
We are literally sitting.
We only know because of the internet.
No, we are literally sitting on the day when there have been more emails coming out about like, this is the only thing that the world has been able to talk about for a year plus, where there has been a head pedophile exposed us.
Okay, go on. I
No.
just have to love this.
No.
So good.
Forget that. I'm sorry.
The way we are being stretched into 17 different polls to just not name this person.
Yeah, I don't care, okay? I'm talking about that stupid Jeffrey Epstein, who, for whatever reason, in any picture, it's like he has that Barney Stinson thing.
He looks like the guy from Seinfeld.
he also looks a bit like Anthony Bourdain. And there are this Tumblr posts where it's like, I'm scared to tell people, but I get confused between Jeffrey Epstein and Anthony Bourdain sometimes. And it's like, I feel that reveals a darkness about me
God.
that I can't tell apart. This one is a very pure soul, Anthony Bourdain, and one is
Now we are
literally
talking about the most pop cultural issue these days, which is pedophilia.
a...
So I mean, it also starts from youth obsession, right? Not for everybody. Not everybody who's youth obsessed is a pedophile. I'm
No,
saying
not
that.
everybody. No, but I'm saying that the beauty standards where it is like you can't have hair on your body, but you should have a full head of hair and you should have these long eyelashes. And the moment your face starts showing signs of aging, immediately you have to go at least to the where you can pretend you were 20. That is actually okay. That might not fully be pedophilia. However, it is very unnatural because it's like only one gender is expected to perform youth in this way, whereas the other gender is actually being told age up, make a lot of money, but actually age gives you value.
Yeah.
Because with age, it's like your investments are getting older. You've probably purchased real estate that's getting mature. You probably have a lot of bonds, Bitcoin, this, that, and all.
Quite frankly, tell me, would you have dated your own 22-year-old self?
Oh, that would have been. It's like if you want to date a
Just
girl
the
who's
maturity
somehow
and exposure.
No, it's like if you want to date a person who's somehow intelligent but is literally operating like the dumbest person on the planet. I'd date myself.
Yeah. Same thing. I mean, it would be fun to date myself at younger. Like if right now given a chance, I would love to date myself at 21 because just to be a villain, because
to be
the
a
amount
villain.
of insecurities and anxiety itself.
No, I actually realized that it would be.
I mean,
So
I would not.
exhausting.
That is it is exhausting.
It's exhausting. I think movies like this,
Hmm.
they shed light on this very delusional human thing. It's like I'll just be who I am today. Like I'll have the things I have today, like money, but I'll look 20.
How is that going to work?
I'm like it doesn't come like that. Life is a trade. Like you give time to gain experience, and you do end up. People like to call it squandering your
Yeah.
youth, but I am like you kind of end up living fast to hit the maturity of your 30s, and you're like, oh, that was stupid.
We grew up in a society where you, me, all people in our generation, at least till 2000s, we were like, we can't wait to grow up. Now I'm seeing people at 16 are like, I am afraid that I look old.
And the thing is, their benchmark for looking old is mid-20s, which is the dystopian thing. Like you
And
want
we are horrified.
we are horrified. You will look like a baby chick at 25. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, like, are there?
Are they? Who knows?
No, I'm saying that if there are like people who are like 18 and 19, they're like, oh my God, I'm going to be old at 25. Your life will be beginning, okay? You need to calm down.
Yeah.
You need
Because
to.
people's earning capacity at way younger has not increased, by the way. People are not earning money at 16.
Exactly. Like, let's not go by the whatever, the errant, like, entrepreneur and all. Like, everybody looks like, I know, the Zepto founder, CEO, and you're like, oh my God, he has a business at 21. Yeah, that's just one guy, okay? Everybody else still has to go, like, still is doing the same markers of like college and this and that. At 25, you're not going to have a buttload of money. Your life is starting at 25. I'll go as far as to say that you could actually make a few missteps and your life could really be starting at 30 or 35.
Yeah.
There are things that you will try and they will not pan out. And the thing is that time actually, I know people are like, time is short. Time is short. Time doesn't come back. Yeah, time doesn't come back. But also, time is your resource.
Yeah.
It is your resource. And I'm not just talking about like use it just like a resource, that always be focused on work and gym and whatever nonsense eating disorder they're trying to peddle in it, like just eat chicken and rice. Time is not just for that.
Boiled chicken and rice, I'm telling you, don't eat boiled chicken and rice. Eat chicken biryani every day.
Yeah,
Die at
itna
30.
hi hai to.
You will be extremely happy as a soul.
Yeah.
But I see, it also makes sense, right? Food is not sustainable anymore. So you will have to cut down on a lot of things. That I understand. But to
Yeah.
what level if you don't take pleasure in your time? See, the biggest hoax that Indian kids are peddled with is like, bas college ho jaye, tera zindagi shuru ho jayegi. No. The most one we've had, because we are not in the organized systems, is now.
Yeah, actually, we
We're riddled
we
with
didn't-
anxiety in college.
We were riddled with anxiety. I mean, I still have dreams of like, I forgot to finish that paper, and I wake up and I'm like, you're 30.
Yeah.
There is no paper.
Single mom who works two jobs and all. That was me in college.
Yeah.
How
Your
is
college
this going to work? Like this obsession has to go.
the obsession with like youth, or that only youth is fun, and once you're old, which is like, to come back to the movie, Elizabeth splits up her life into two, where she is old lady Elizabeth and young slut Sue. Like,
Why would you even call her?
Yeah.
We see her with one person the entire movie.
Yeah, actually, I want to really say, if I had to really review Sue's life, 0 on 5 girl, all you do is work.
Mess.
You are so hot.
You're a huge mess.
You are so hot. I would literally, if I had to really become young, I would be spending Elizabeth's money like it's paper. And I would be like, let's go to Bali.
Yeah, maybe, okay, from a different situation, let's think that maybe Elizabeth was living paycheck to paycheck and she really needed the money. This was the job you go with your 18-year-old body.
Yeah.
This was the job you go to.
Exactly. I'll go become one fitness instructor on TV.
I'll go become my own replacement with all these assholes who are exactly the same for the same amount of money. How is
I'm
that
sure
gonna
they're
work?
giving her lesser amount of money because she's a fresher.
Yeah. And it's not like she
No.
can go like, hey, कल तक मैं ही चाहिए करी 50
Exactly.
रुपए के लिए तू मेरे को 40 क्यों बोल रहा है? She can't say that.
She can't say that either. She can't reveal the truth either. So it's like literally going to a business where at least you were used to be senior manager and you've literally gone to being bag boy.
And the
Why?
the metaphor itself, right?
metaphor
She has to extract something from her
How-
original body into this.
So the
That
thing
is when she can sustain. So what? This is an overall
the
metaphor.
overall metaphor
the
is that
really
you will-
folk metaphor that we grew
Yeah,
up with.
yeah.
You can't be exhausting. She was exhausting her life source,
To-
which is the sustenance. Is what her life source.
Source.
She's exhausting her life source. So you recharge your life source for a week by living as you, and then you are doing feats with that and being a younger self and experiencing. So it's a
But the
metaphor for
younger,
many
no,
things.
but the younger self was essentially just a fantasy.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's not just not real because, okay, all she does is the show. It's also not real because it's not real.
Hmm.
The younger self needs the older self to be functional. But the older self didn't need the younger self at all.
The older self
She could
just
have
gives up, and that is when the younger self gets pissed off.
Yeah.
Extremely gets pissed off. Like there is that weird scene, no, where that bump comes and she pulls out
Pulls it out,
a chicken leg or something.
And that's because Elizabeth is she's so disappointed at being irrelevant
Hmm.
that she's abusing her body by eating whatever nonsense. The thing is that Elizabeth herself, again, because she was into fitness and
Hmm. And
everything,
because he
she
gave her
really-
that cookbook.
and they gave her the cookbook, and the cookbook is also it's self punishment, and again
And
the self
the metaphor of that you saw, no? Obviously, जिंदगी में कभी खाना नहीं बनाई होगी. अभी औरत के कामा कर क्योंकि तू बूढ़ी है.
Yeah.
Take this cookbook. And then
Oh.
she falls into that narrative. She starts cooking, and her younger self starts sucking life out of her, and the world famous that meme comes out.
exactly. While Sue is on
talk
television on
The
a
most
late night
fakest
show
talk show with not even a real background.
with not even a real which is how all the talk shows are.
Yeah.
Which is how all the talk shows
But
are.
again, it's not even highly produced. That's what I'm
It's
trying
not
to
even
say.
highly
Yeah.
produced.
Because she is not a mainstream celebrity.
First of all, let's once again come to the director. Coralie was given 50 rupees. Okay, the
I'm telling
$17
you.
million is giving nothing.
Miss
I
Coral
am-
is like मैं ये shells पे बनाएगी movie.
Okay, by the way, like since we are like now fully deep into like the making of the movie, do you know that by the time they come to the end, because it's like a switch between Elizabeth Sue, right? And then there's only a couple of scenes that Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley shot together.
Yeah.
Because when one is alive, the other one is asleep.
And when one is outside, the other one is at home.
The other one
so
is
they,
at home.
They really
Oh,
did not
no,
have
but,
any interloop
not
as
just
much.
not just at home. She's asleep. She's unconscious.
Yeah.
She's not even active. So there is this when we hit the crescendo of the movie after Sue, that's Margaret Qualley. She has been sucking life essence so much out of Elizabeth that Elizabeth is actually aged faster.
Fast. Oh, because that is what they do also, right? Because she goes and comes, because Elizabeth has let herself go completely. She is also extremely angry at the younger self.
She's angry at the younger self.
And
for
then she
a-
makes a mess because she obviously, how a normal
And
depressed
it's-
person's house only looks
yeah, it
hoarded.
was,
and the horror show that she has created, because there is Sue's poster there, she patches everything up with paper.
Yeah, she has to look at the poster outside her
And
window.
that is when she's like, I've had enough. I'm going to suck out all the life from her.
And because I just don't want to confront my older self, which is just lying in the bathroom there. It's a crazy metaphor of
She doesn't
rejecting
go
yourself.
look at it.
She doesn't go look at it. For
I'm calling
months-
it by the end it just looks
Yeah.
like it looks like the old Melisandre.
Yeah, and ultimately it's like you had an amazing looking Demi Moore,
Yeah.
and then you got a phenomenal looking Margaret Qualley, and what actually Sue ends up making of Demi Moore's body, by the end of it you have something who's like, it's just ribs.
A lump of prosthetics.
It's a lump of, it's just, that's Demi Moore.
with infected back.
With an infected back from the split and the sucking up of the life force, and that's how and that person is like, I actually can't have this young person suck my life out anymore, and she decides to terminate the experience. You know what? Another thing I felt when I was watching the film is that there's been a lot of criticism for everything being a subscription model.
Yeah.
Like Netflix is subscription, Spotify is subscription. Essentially, they are like, you can't own anything. They're like, everything has to be an experience.
You know
and
what?
it's not even
If
a good
it's not
experience.
that is one thing. And subscription model also goes because there is EMI model which has become extremely famous. Although they don't look related, they're extremely related.
They're extremely related.
One,
Yeah.
we'll fill the entire mainstream culture with things you can't have.
Yeah.
And some of those things will tell you can pay us thoda and have. Some of those things will say if you can pay us for us to not gatekeep. So, I mean, not all of them are bad. Like obviously Netflix वगैरह लगता है because they're producing, it's not a studio, right? Netflix is producing like a 15,000 things at the same time.
No,
So
like
they take
again,
more
see,
money.
you go into the depth and there's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah.
But the reality is that they told you that this is a better entertainment experience.
Yeah.
That statement can literally be debated head on.
Yeah.
That it's not a better entertainment experience. That it's annoying to binge.
Because are we voting on what we are watching?
Because the shows you like, they end up getting cancelled. Okay, the shows that you don't really like, for weird reasons, they get renewed.
Emily in Paris. Now Emily's in Rome. This woman's vacations are our life. For what?
I mean, and again, a very a vicarious form of living, because they've made the real world is very expensive systemically.
And the American dream
And
of
the
going
American-
to just Paris and being romantic. That is why Emily in Paris is running, because of the showcase of France.
So again, like a very vicarious living experience for people who, it's like, okay, Americans are fantasizing about going to Paris, Indians are fantasizing about going to America. Both of these experiences are available only to a very, very select group of people who can spend a very large amount of money.
And good that hoax is
and
gone.
for everybody else, that is one thing. The
Yeah.
one mercy we got in life,
Like,
where
it is not
like,
cool anymore.
Exactly.
You
No,
know what? That meme really
Oh,
pissed
we
me.
really
She was
went.
like, kids in America are starving. That was so good.
And how we like to be like, hey, this is India. We still have rights here. It's not like America.
The way we told that so many times.
To so many people, unironically.
Unironically.
We are saying it unironically. So that has been a bit of a reality check
Yeah.
for everybody.
A full 180 even.
A full 180. But the subscription model, like it is for Netflix, and then you don't actually have that much fun because you have decision paralysis. You can never really decide what to watch. There's too many shows, but never the one you want to see. Same weird thing with Spotify. Oh, when you don't have premium, first of all, it's such a shit ass app. Their weaponry complex and their support of wars. I'm not getting into that.
See,
It's
I never
so
got
un-
into that app specifically.
Nice, you really escaped.
Why? I'll tell you
Really
why.
escaped.
Because YouTube Music was free in the
That's
starting.
excellent.
And then every single thing people put out on Spotify is already there on YouTube.
True, and there'll be versions on YouTube which are not there on Spotify because it won't have lives, it
Yeah.
won't have, everything. So everything becomes a subscription model, and it's a really weird thing when the substance itself is like a life subscription model, where it is like you have to keep injecting, you have to keep doing, otherwise you're going to deteriorate. Like ending the experience means you have to kill your younger body. It's not going to vanish anywhere, and it's not going to go back inside you. You have to end the body. How do you explain this to someone?
And you know, at some point, it is very sustainable. My heart still goes back. It's like God has given you a boon that you
Yeah.
can be yourself for a week and you can be either another person. This is every gay person's dream.
Okay, that's why you were saying that you would have done it.
I would have definitely, like the nurse who has done it. The gore where Demi Moore sees with her one rotten finger as what is to coming with that other obviously gay man.
But wouldn't you have ended up like, you tell me, you're in a body that you have, and then they end up giving you whatever, another body comes out of you, your back is split in two, and another body comes out of you that looks like, I don't know, Matt Bomer. Okay,
Would you really, even my younger self is going to look that old?
not old. Think of a young Matt Bomer. I don't know. I think he's attractive.
He's very attractive.
I'm looking for an attractive gay person to create the
Like one
equivalence.
of these random Netflix boys.
One of these random
Who have nothing
Netflix
to
boys.
establish in
Okay,
life. Yeah.
Kit Connor.
Kit.
Why? Pick a name. You give me the name. I can't come up
Okay,
with a name.
whatever it is.
Whatever it is. You know, they give you that. Once you start seeing how differently the world behaves with you as that person, and you see your dating prospects improve and your every prospects in your social life improve because of the guy you look like, how much would you really like to spend your time as you?
A lot. Because even in my prime, like this is also very normal, right? Anybody who's having an outwardly extremely happy, open life, they are either trying to escape. I believe, me as a person believes, if you don't spend at least 10 days in a month just with yourself, spread out in hours, and you're not happy with your own company, I don't think you've made it as a human being. And I don't think you will have a happy life. So there's always going to be a recharge period.
There will be.
And that would work. The balance would amazingly work.
You would stick to the balance.
Yes, because I am done with people in 5 hours. What is a week?
I don't think it would be that simple.
And also because Indians grew up with a lot of movies where Kamal Hassan was just playing an old nanny, double life, drag queens hai, इतने सारी चीजें hai. So for a gay person with exposure, it's not that bad. For a straight person with exposure, it's not that bad. It really, see, I mean, obviously, movie isn't, it's all ifs and buts.
It's all ifs and buts. It's a huge experiment.
Yeah.
It's hypothesis brought to reality.
And what scares me is what are the real life implications of this? Obviously, the movie is made as one metaphor. I'm telling you, you can watch this movie with 10 people and 10 different people will have different metaphors in their head as to what this movie is about. It can be about substance abuse. It can be about intoxication. It can be about trying to escape real life. It can be about escaping youth, escaping age, which is about escaping death. We are seeing so many people, billionaires, spending money to just stay young and youthful.
Forever.
Forever.
You know, not that they think that they're going to become immortal. They're not going to become immortal. But they're like every experiment which can be made in pursuit of that, that's valid.
So what is it? Brian Johnson is basically what America's face is, right? They're like, old people are old and disgusting and nobody wants them, so I don't want to be old.
No, see, I don't want to think about it in such a negative context. The thing is that all advancements in medicine take place because the first thing somebody thought, say 70, 80 years back, is that they were seeing children dying of things that they are like, this is completely preventable, but why are you dying? And the thing is, even today, having complications from diabetes and then having to have your foot cut off and all, it's preventable.
It's preventable.
It's preventable. So that's what I appreciate, that's all the scientific thing that Brian Johnson has going on. What concerns everybody is he is like, wake up in the morning, take 50 pills. 50 pills to keep his body running in what he calls optimum shape. And I'm like, honey, where's the optimum?
I don't, where is the camera, optics, not optimum, just optics. Optics is what matters.
It's not, but
right?
it's not just about his appearance because he's also checking his lung capacity, his organs capacity. And
maybe he's
like,
doing sustainable work. But to what extent? If he just wanted to be fit. And we're not trying to villainize or make a hero of this person. It's just like an overall metaphor as to, are you trying to be youthful or are you trying to be young looking? There's a difference.
His claim is, he's trying to operate still like a youthful person inside, that he wants to have the rigor, the vigor of a young person because he wants to, I'm assuming, wants the same energy levels, he's 48, wants the same energy levels he had when he was 20. This is not unheard of. A lot of people want to do this. I think the character that Rob Lowe played in Parks and Recreation was also fitness obsessed, and then when he gets tendinitis, and then he asks the doctor, what's the cure? Doctor is like, there's no cure. He's like, okay, but what's the cure? Doctor is like, get a time machine, go back to being 20.
What's the cure? Get a time machine, go back to being 20.
Dr. Harris, you are literally the meanest person I have ever met.
Because the doctor is the most straight talking guy ever, and then he's like, I'm not going to feed you delusions that you're going to basically be perfect like
until
you were,
the end of the day.
Till the end of your life. I can't guarantee that.
Change is the only constant. And see, you can be sustainably healthy until you pass. But there is no way you will stay the same.
You can be sustainably healthy, you pass, but essentially, you can't die of old age being a young man.
And
like, pick one.
Yeah.
You wanna if you wanna die young, you'll die young the way people die young.
Yeah.
Of partying too much and drug abuse at 27, which is valid.
Which is how Sue's going to die.
Which is how Sue, I think, was really looking to die. I think, you know what, Elizabeth would have been so happy if one day Sue just over parties herself and ends. ODs. She's like, well, that's one problem I don't have to deal with anymore.
Yeah,
bye, Sue.
The metaphor is just too cruel that you're sucking the source of life from yourself.
And then the real you are so disgusted by that person that you're like, I'm not even going to go out. But then the fancy made up you gets to go out and have fun and have a job and have a life. Everything that you were forced to give up. That's the sad part. That I don't think that really changes.
That really changes with nobody. It doesn't change with actresses. It doesn't change with a normal person. It doesn't change with men. It doesn't change with women. It is always going to be there.
But you know that the main reason where it's yes, it's going to be with men and women, and everybody is scared of aging. A lot of people are scared of death. Even when we are quoting examples of, say, Brian Johnson, this is a man who's terrified of how, I guess, aging will impact him. So he's trying to change it. So it's not just a women thing. However, the link between the appearance of aging, that's something that affects women predominantly. And the director, whose actually first film Revenge, which
Which you just happened upon.
which I happened upon 6-7 years back when it came out. That's when I saw it on Netflix. And again, it's about like this one young sort of party girl type who is moving to LA to become an actress, and she's having an affair with a married guy, and he takes her to like his desert house for a getaway, where his friends show up, and then the friends are sort of lusting after her, and that girl herself is actually very Sue-coded, where she's just too fun, the clothes are very skimpy, she's very flirty. Yeah, she doesn't like the friends so much, she just likes her boyfriend, but she can't help her flirtatious like nature. And once again, it's about the currency of beauty, the currency of youth, that, you know, she's essentially an out-of-work actress. She hasn't even made a debut, she doesn't have any work or anything, but just because she's got a sugar daddy of sorts, that her life is being bankrolled. And again, I think the director is very aware of the fact that youth will get you all sorts of opportunities.
Yeah.
And especially when you're a woman and you're young, because they never like to focus on things like work ethic and intelligence and morality when it comes to women. They're just like, are you hot? They want to think about whether you're hot when you're taking office jobs. So obviously when your job involves coming on screen, they're going to focus on whether is she hot and is she
And
not.
yeah, it is also a difference, right? Because I mentioned Oh Baby anyway.
Huh.
Oh Baby, what happens? This
You have to
woman
tell me. You have to tell what the film is.
movie is called Oh Baby.
Which
Sam's movie. Samantha has made a movie in Telugu called Oh Baby, which is a Korean remake only, obviously. But they Indianized it pretty well and pretty good, kind of. To play Lakshmi as a very great veteran actress.
Yeah.
Like, it's like this woman grew bitter. Because she grew, because like she left her very rich father, married this army guy, then the guy dies in army. She was full pregnant when the husband dies with nothing. So she did every single thing to raise that child. All of that is there. And then suddenly someday, with some miracle, she just grows up her younger self at 25 or 22 or 23.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then what she does with her life, she's like, I've never lived my life. So I'm going to live my life. And she lives her life. Like, she's like going and partying, not partying, like going and buying whatever she wants, doing whatever she likes. She used to lovely sing. But again, when you have a sick child and everything,
and
you can't really
pursue
live a life.
your
dreams.
passions. Yeah.
Like, she's like sudden, and her friend, like there's a best friend of hers, she immediately tells him, ki, this is happening, I don't know what to do. And then he's like, why are you taking so much tension? God has given you one more chance to live your life because you struggled throughout yours and never hurt anybody. Why don't you go take it and all? And she becomes a pop star, etc., etc. Korean, obviously she becomes an idol and everything. And in the end, because her grandson is almost going to die, she realizes that whenever she bleeds out, that youth goes. She gives all her blood for the grandson, who she is in the same band with, and he doesn't know it's her grandmother.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
So that is what, right? So if you give opportunities, like, that is where I told, what if this is real and what is this possible? Let's delve into that. Because the reason, see, a person who has not lived a life will obviously know the value of life and they'll start living it. Elizabeth was a star.
Yeah, and she actually had already experienced the peak of her stardom and fame. So it's not like she hadn't lived a life. She was just not ready to let it all go.
Yeah. And when you operate from that standpoint only, we're not trying to villainize her. Obviously, she's also same Kupa Samadugam, like I said. When you're saturated in the same crap.
And the crap is so unforgiving to you, because if you look at the equivalents, like Shah Rukh Khan just turned 60. And anybody had to say was that, look how fine he is at 60. Now, is he fine at 60? Yeah, yes, he is. Has he not only maintained his stardom, but even after the flops, this, that, whatever, reclaimed his stardom? Yes. But for sure, he does not look like what he used to do when he was 25.
Yeah.
Really good looking 25-year-old. For sure, there are some things he will just never be able to do again. Not just because he's no longer 25, but because in the pursuit of acting and in the journey of his profession, he's had life-altering injuries.
Yeah.
Life-altering injuries. His body is now, no, not like the substance. Maybe the opposite of that, actually. Where it's like, people were like, we can't make you back who you used to be, but we'll put you together so that you can have a good life even
so
year
you
on
can
out.
sustain.
So that you can sustain.
Medicine has always been about sustain. Sustenance.
But they it's never marketed to men like that. Now, if you put Shah Rukh Khan in the same position that you've put Elizabeth in, how terrible would he feel? He'd be like, I have so much to give. I'm such a gifted actor, and I'm a gifted producer. I'm a business leader. I have a VFX house. I mean, I have so much. But people are like, yeah, but you're not hot anymore. Like, you're not a hot 25-year-old anymore. So I have no use for you. That's a very limited perception, and somehow this limited way of looking at things only comes when you've got women in the picture.
Nobody come at me. I did not have a better example to say, but no other president of the country, no other world politician would have gone up to Indira Gandhi and told, "You're old, you're not hot, get down." We are seeing politicians who are doing that to other countries' presidents now. And that is the situation we are in right now. No. So it always goes back to that. Medicine these days is also marketed to women for youth and beauty, and for men with functionality.
The youth and beauty. I think even if you like go to a dermatologist or something, all the procedures when they talk about, especially when it comes to this can sculpt your body and this is like fat loss and all. I really want to be like, there are other concerns, guys.
Yeah.
It's like there's people that are dying, Kim.
See,
Like-
I don't see wanting to lose weight, wanting to have a body shape, all of that I understand and agree with. But when you start measuring inches,
It's overwhelmingly marketed to women. That's all I'm saying. I know everybody wants to be thin. No one really enjoys being obese beyond a certain point. That's true. God knows the internet is filled. Actually, I've also always found those before and after pictures
Yeah.
like very dystopian.
because you just have to look at their faces. Although they are, it's just you are sad and fat, and then you are smiling.
Smiling and thin.
What is the narrative?
And not just that, it's almost like the more unrecognizable you are,
Yeah.
that's actually that's a marker of your success.
I
That
had
you're
a before after picture. I showed
did?
you this. Oh, I did not show you.
No.
I was 104 and then I lost and I was 64 in my college.
That's crazy.
And I posted this so-called before after picture, but then later injuries and all of this, I gained all the weight back. It's still the same guy, right? And it may also, it's there. There's one fat kid who grows up and he's also lean and comedian and everything. Like it is like your mind horror. It's
Yeah.
like, you'll always be that fat kid. Like that is what happens. So when people are operating like that,
Yeah.
and then you give them the substance,
Yeah.
now call it anything. Substance can be validation for some people. Substance can be exposure for some people. Substance can be actual substances
An
for
actual
some people.
substance for some people.
And substance can be just access to some people. It's obviously picking up the has-been rich people only, no? Substance people, they are giving this pen drive to those people only. They're not giving it to, oh my god, tu pure tu zindagi nahi liya, le substance le.
yeah,
Nahi de raha hai
actually,
koi.
what money are they paying? They really need to have to. How much does it cost?
I guess it's like a Squid Game sort of an experiment.
No, I think they're paying money for it. I think
They
they're paying
are?
big. I think they're paying big money for it because I don't think like you mentioned.
I guess
but-
that is more of a big of a spit on the face that you pay money so that you lose your life source. And some other two-bit thug can just enjoy drinking.
like honestly, like I don't see the appeal. Like I think I personally would be like thanks but no thanks, because not only am I also, I think every person has that little kernel of like that question inside them. It's like, oh, am I good enough?
Colonel Sanders.
The question, am I good enough? I don't want to give it like the resounding, no, you're not good. And I think that's what I will end up giving it if I played around with a substance. No.
No.
Like I'm not giving that. Like yes, it's I think it's human to have a little insecurity. I'm not about to feed the insecurity with like this thing.
Yeah, that is what, right? Not everybody is going to be everything. This also comes back to the same human behavior, which is very which capitalism loves and induces. Like, तुमको मोटा नहीं बनने का है, ये लो. तुमको काला नहीं रहने का है, ये लो. तुमको ये नहीं करने का है, ये लो. कोई बोल रहा है, तू जैसा भी है, तू है. Only your family or friends are the people who are telling this.
See, I mean, there are a lot of people ultimately being able to be okay as you are is a huge cornerstone in self-development.
Yeah.
That's something that you have to really come to in life. Unfortunately, nobody else can teach you how to love yourself.
And most people are like that because they're just sad and they give up. Like there are people who are like, मेरे को सद्बुद्धि और ज्ञान आया, this is not what life is. And then there are people, well, the majority of people are like, okay, budget नहीं है, sources नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, this is only life, let's stay.
Yeah, actually, there are.
And that is why, that is why
There have
there
been
is so
some-
much loneliness and sadness.
No, there have been some arguments about like, oh, because the poor anyway don't have the money to improve their life in these like weirdly aesthetic ways, they don't even care or notice it. And that's actually why they are happier, because they care less about it.
Yeah.
Whereas because the rich are, and you know what, sometimes I feel like, yeah, this is like one of those eat the rich things that's decided by God, where he is like, if you hoard money, I'm gonna make that more money, more problems thing come true
Yeah.
for you, where it's like, it's never enough. You have a Ferrari with 4 wheels, you're going to be like, oh, what if there was a Ferrari with 3 wheels? Like, you're just going to be obsessing.
If you leave it, it'll go there. That is what, no? Like in the words of Great Shankaracharya. Like, what are you बहुत गर्व से किसके लिए? Youth, money, or people? All these things will vanish. All of these are banks which will empty out. So what exactly are you obsessed with? And that leaves, no, youth obsession will stop at what point? Let's say they banned movies, over. There are no movies in the world anymore. Where are all these people who've spent thousands and thousands and crores on their appearance going to go?
That's actually
That is when
what
people understand what the purpose of life is.
that's what Ayat likes to say on the regular. One day, what if Instagram just vanishes?
Yeah.
What are these influencers going to do?
I know, right?
And I'm like, I'm scared to find out.
Because जो Instagram पे कॉमेडी कर रहा है वो बाहर जाके स्टेज पे कॉमेडी
Comedy कर सकता है,
जो Instagram
मगर-
पे नाच रहा है बाहर जाके नाच सकता है
But if it's like
जो
a-
Instagram पे like मैं हूँ मेरे को पैसे दो, how are they going to sustain?
I don't know. I have no clue.
To end this on an amazing note, please suggest more horror movies so that I
Yeah.
can look at her.
Okay, no, but
react to
horror
them.
movies which don't have ghosts.
Which
Can
don't
we do
have
that?
ghosts.
Because if a door shuts by itself, I am exiting the planet.
And really depends on what you are and what your horror is, right? Some straight man is
Like-
going to be like, yeah, watch The Girlfriend. It's the biggest horror. Obviously, if you're a straight man who's narcissist, Girlfriend is your horror movie.
I don't think it's a horror movie for them. For them, it's just like, oh my god, you women are not happy with anything. That's
Yeah.
their movie.
That is what I mean. Like, and find a girl who's gone through that, and that's a horror movie for her.
Yeah, it is a horror movie for her. So I think if you have a recommendation for a horror movie, which is kind of like, you know, in the substance category,
Yeah.
body horror, but once again, no beheading.
No beheading.
No beheading.
Are you still not desensitized to that with the entire Game of Thrones fiasco?
No, I'm still scared.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and the thing with like the head squishing, you know.
We could have stopped at beheading. You need not have shown that entire fight in my head. Poor Pedro Pascal. Why
Poor
does he have
Pedro.
to-
But you know what? I think once again, it's like the compensation for that little head squish. God is like, I will give you unlimited fandom, stardom, unlimited stardom.
Unlimited stardom. Like this man has gone 40, 50 years of his life without
And once
any
again,
recognition.
once again, just to circle back, Pedro Pascal has hit his peak after 40
Yeah.
in the movie business. There's very few women
And you're
that
talking
happens.
about business? KFC.
What, KFC?
KFC. The man started what? KFC or what?
Colonel Sanders?
When did he start? At 80?
After, of course, after his entire military career
Hmm.
was over is when he made it. No, I'm talking about in the business of appearance, in the
Appearance,
business
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
movies.
Hmm.
Pedro Pascal, his youth was basically useless. He never got good work. He never got any work. And then basically he comes into his prime, comes into his own, late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
And this is something that's not becoming available to women.
Yeah.
Instead, what's becoming available to women is that you try to exist on the internet and they are like, would
Put
you like
IV drips.
put IV drips, don't
To
eat
look what? 0.02% younger.
No, and then there's really weird words to describe normal things that happen in your
Ah.
face. Crow's feet, it seems, for smile lines that come around your eyes. I am like, how dare do you do that?
Why are wrinkles your biggest enemy?
No,
I
first
still
of all,
don't understand.
why are you calling it like things like crow's feet? You could call it sun rays. You can call it something sweet.
You can call them what they are, wrinkles.
You can call them.
They demonize the term wrinkle so that they are finding ये कौवे के पैर, कुत्ते की दुम.
Exactly, it's like the kawe ke pair, kutte ke dum. They want to. They
The
call it
villainizing.
the folds and the this. And the words are so this. And for men go grey and they're like salt and pepper beard. It's like I want to go eat that in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like it's such a delectable little thing.
I know, right?
Yeah.
The marketing is
The
everything.
marketing branding is everything,
We are
and that
living
is
in the age
why
of
we want better branding for.
Sustainable things.
No, I think I really am at the point of, you know, the internet movement is called body neutrality, where I am like,
If it's on the
shut-
internet, I quite frankly don't trust it.
No, but you know how people say body positivity movement,
Yeah.
right? Like where it's like fat is beautiful, fat is not an indicator of health or not being healthy. Just be normal about fat people are deserving of respect. And like
But
people
again-
have to be taught this.
I just saw that reel of all these people about Kate Winslet. She was not fat.
She
in
was not
Titanic.
fat.
Now, if you're going to
She
call
was
body
not
positivity and
fat.
say she was fat and bring her into this narrative, yes, she is an amazing woman. I've seen her react to all of this. She was not fat. You're gaslighting
Hello,
her
excuse
and
me.
us.
Forget that. Like Tamanna Bhatia, she did Aaj Ki Raat, the song in Stree 2. They are like, she's owning her curves. I am like, that is the thinnest person I've ever seen.
And you know what? Leave thinnest. This woman was extremely curvy in her first film. Exactly. That's her body type.
No, but
she's
they
not
literally,
embracing anything.
Literally, it's like if you're not at 0% body fat,
Yeah.
people think that it's a daring act to appear on screen with all your fatness, and that fatness is literally a woman who, if she looked at you and she was like, hi, you would throw up with joy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? This is not exactly Ugly Betty. Tamanna is not Ugly Betty.
Ugly Betty was not ugly.
Ugly Betty was not Ugly Betty.
Oh my
Ugly
god,
Betty
she
is
just
America
had braces
Ferrera.
and she was a Latino. That's all.
Actually, I think there is a scientist actually who I think in one of his non-sciencey times, he was like this little trope that they like to give of like the ugly girl with the glasses, and then she does the big makeover, and then after the makeover she's beautiful, and basically the guy who wasn't noticing her now notices her and he's in love with her. He is
Stop
like,
dictating Ejamani Edimani.
stop dictating 10 movies. Our growing up years were like brutal for women.
He's all that. She's all that.
Yeah.
All this crap.
All this crap. It's like, first of all, it makes, especially I think men feel like they're doing this great act of charity by noticing an already beautiful girl just because she's not wearing glasses. I don't want to be that person. You guys don't even know what an ugly chick looks like because no chick is ugly.
One thing, let me be real. If you're ever going to go to someone's face, snatch off their lashes. Or, you know what?
Yeah.
Wait, I'll make it less
I
complicated. If you're
would
going to be like
do
glasses, nikal ke, tu khoobsurat
Tu
hai.
khoobsurat hai.
Girls grab those glasses, shove it in his eyes.
Yeah.
I don't understand what this. I will
And-
make
and
you beautiful. What is this?
And somebody was like, without the glasses, all that's happened is that you've taken away that girl's ability to see how stupid and ugly you are.
So it's all
Now
really
she
a,
can't see
so
anything.
ये साजिश है.
ये साजिश है. It's a plot.
It's a
they
plot.
They are like, you're so beautiful, and she's like, you're something, but I can't see. I can't see.
And you know what? I guess this is the longer metaphor.
Yeah.
If your boyfriend has taken off your glasses and called you beautiful, that's what he's doing. Just understand that's what he's doing.
He's taking away your eyesight.
He's taking away your ability to look at him.
It is taking away your ability to look
And
at.
aajkal, you know what? Sadly, yes, there are good men. Yes, there are
Hey,
good
no, there
men.
are great guys who
But
will not
hope
do this
is
chashma. So, I don't know. What's your conclusion?
Go watch The Substance.
Go watch The Substance.
And you bully your friend into watching it and post their reactions on the internet. Just like
Shut
us.
No, there's no reactions of mine when watching The Substance. I made sure none of that exists. There are reactions of mine watching other horror movies which will never see the light of day.
One would think.
Oh, okay, shut up.
You would have already, by the time this comes out, have already seen or react to Heretics.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Okay, with that, I think we're at the end of this thing.
Yeah. And I mean, this discussion can keep on going. All we praise, we started some discussion because I know men are not sitting and talking about anything like this. So in your female groups, in the spirit of girlfriend and female friendships.
Yeah, and just the girlhood.
Yeah, just sit. If you have good friends who you can sit and discuss with, छिड़को ये conversation. बात करो इस movie
Ask
के बारे
them,
में.
would you take the substance?
Ask them, would you take the substance? Hashtag, would you take the substance? And you know what? Some drug addicts are going to find us and they're going to be like, हाँ,
हाँ,
है क्या?
हाँ है क्या?
That's
तू
all.
बेच रहा है क्या?
Yeah, it's
उधर
like-
आएगा क्या?
it's like two broke girls. They're like, would you like a cat? Would you like a cat? Would you like a cat? And they're, are you selling cat? Like, how much is the cat? And they're like, no, we are selling the cat. And they're like, why would we want a cat? And it just runs away.
Do you have drugs?
Just start the conversation, you
Start
guys.
it.
It's all in peace, sustainability, and whatever it is. And you know, look at the camera and keep speaking. We'll just put a fade in this.
I'm not doing that. Introduce yourself or say bye-bye. This is
I'm an enigma.
He's an enigma. So the enigma and his long-suffering friend says bye-bye. So like every time I've done this suit thing, I felt like Arnab Goswami. This is a nightmare.
You've been sitting on camera and trashing the industry, the men, and anybody with money, power, or politics. You are Barkha Dutt.
Why did I
I
pick
mean,
this?
10 years ago, not now.
I needed a different outfit.
I know.
I needed a different outfit. This thing.
And I know you guys really should be proud of me because I gaslit her into thinking this is substance wear because there is black and some sort of a yellow.
Like a neon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For more mischievous things, find us at Kira Tatar and Fun with Flags.
It's not the name of the show. You don't
Find
have a-
one.
That's not the name of the show. Okay, cool.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.